Hi everyone and welcome to Vlogmas with a Lightworker. My name is Rachel and this is days 9 through to 12. With me it happens every single year where as Christmas is coming up, I tend to fast more and I tend to have less and less treats as we go up to the Christmas, the actual Christmas Day celebration. And it's always been something that I've done even as a child. I think it was just the overload of treats of the Christmas season. So every place we visited and at school as well, they would have lots of treats and things for the kids, which is really lovely, but it's also a little bit overwhelming, a bit too sweet leading up to Christmas. So I always find myself going on a little bit of a sugar rebellion where I say no to sugar and treats and actually start to have more things that are in line with wellness. This is a really wonderful little treat. It's a fruit leather and it's called True Fruit and it's 100% fruit, so it really feels very treaty and it tastes amazing. This is apple and mango. It goes so well with a cup of coffee or tea. I actually make fruit leathers as well, so that could be another video that I would love to make in the new year, is how to make fruit leathers with a dehydrator. If you buy them pre-packaged, they are quite expensive, but they're actually not that expensive to make at all. And when I was in England, I really loved making fruit leathers because of the abundance of fruit in the country. There's amazing foraging movement in England, and I'm sure there is here in Australia as well, but I just haven't gone foraging in Australia. In the English countryside, it's amazing. The hedgerows just brimming with the most beautiful blackberries, and there is a very long-standing tradition in South Australia, in the Adelaide Hills, of blackberry picking, because my own grandfather told me that he used to, as a child, come to the Adelaide Hills for blackberry picking. The blackberry brambles, which are native to England, are actually an invasive species in Australia, so the council goes around spraying them. So it's a bit of a shame that blackberry picking is becoming less and less of a safe activity to do. You obviously don't want to eat anything that's sprayed with poison, so blackberry foraging in Australia is not a thing, but in England the hedgerows in the countryside are part of the National Trust, like they're protected, and the actual councils maintain the hedgerows. The council will actually come along with this incredible machine which is like a lawnmower, a gigantic lawnmower on its side, and it will actually trim all the hedges all the way along and make them beautiful and smooth in one swoop. It just it goes to the top and the side, and it just goes the whole way along and shapes the hedge like magic. It's an amazing thing to see. Keeps the blackberry brambles in check, and it also just creates a wonderful habitat for their native birds, and a food source for all the animals, because it's not sprayed. You can pick as many as you like with the permission of the farmer and make the most delicious jam and fruit leathers. It was just this fantastic hobby of mine when I lived in the countryside England. My favourite was ginger and blackberry jam. It is so good. I would pick kilos of blackberries and turn it into jam, and then on a Friday night I would head down to the pub with my jars of jam and give them to all the locals, which they absolutely loved. And yeah, it was so much fun, and it really helped me to connect with people and to be part of the community, and they were so welcoming in the countryside as well. That was one of the most amazing things about pub culture in England. It is just like in the days of old, where it's someone's living room and everyone just chats and talks to each other and plays some darts and board game, and it's just a wonderful community feeling. And they were really surprised when I said that in Australia, a night out at the pub is something that you organise, that you meet up with friends, and everyone is quite individual on their own tables. And the idea of just coming and sitting at someone's table that you don't know is not something that's really done. You do talk to other people, but you tend to have a conversation and you know, and then drift away from them rather than, you know, spending the whole night, you know, in the company of strangers. It's really nice because those strangers, you know, eventually become your friends. The pubs in England tend to be this wonderful, like, support network where people don't go out to the pub to have a nice night. People go, whether they're happy or they're sad or whatever's going on in their life, they head to the pub and they share it and everyone cheers them up, and it's really different. And it's something that I actually really miss about living in countryside England, is that having that beautiful community support and that culture that is just so old and so familiar for me as well, because I come from English heritage. If my family members have lived in England or travelled there, and so I've learnt many stories when I was a child about England. And so when I went to live there, it was just like I'd always lived there, and I didn't feel people would ask me if I was homesick and far from home. It wasn't the case at all. I loved being there, and it was just like I had always lived there. Unfortunately in Australia, blackberries, unless you grow them yourself, are so expensive. So I'd love to make my ginger and blackberry jam and my blackberry fruit leathers, but the cost of blackberries is just astronomical in Australia. The tiniest little handful in a punnet costs about $8.50. So there's no way that you could get kilos of them to, you know, boil down. So I'll be using probably apples or something that's, like, you know, a bit more economical, but yet still really tasty. And this one is mostly apple and with a little bit of mango in it. Okay, let's open a couple of advents. So this is Hannah's advent from the Corner of Craft. She has a YouTube channel, which I'll pop down below in the information section. I purchased this from her website, Corner of Craft, and it is a yarn advent calendar based on my favourite Christmas movie of all time, which is The Muppets Christmas Carol. So let's open number 9. Oh, wow. So the colourway's name is I'm the Ghost of Christmas Past. So a wonderful little colourway there. And let's look under that cheeky pom-pom in the magical cauldron. So here we go. And see what little treasure lies within. Ah, gorgeous. So this is a fantastic piece of agate. And I bought this piece from a private collector at a market. And the reason why I love this piece so much is that it looks like the sea. So it looks like the aerial view of the coastline. If you look closely, there's like almost a yellow line at the very top. And that's like the sand. And then you've got the lighter, the shallow sea going into the deep blue sea. So Agate is a strengthening crystal. So it strengthens mind-body connection, and it imparts the most beautiful feeling of courage and strength and support within. Having the courage to reach out and say, hey, I need a little bit of extra support. To ask for help is a courageous act. And it's also courageous to do something different and to also say things haven't gone to plan and let's just build from here. Yeah, Agate is just so beautiful because of also the color variations as well. You can get them in so many beautiful colors. So it's a really nice, cool reminder to, you know, to take heart, to feel as relaxed as the ocean. Another little morning ritual that I do sometimes when it's a very stressful time of year or there's a big event on, just like Christmas season, is to, I call it the beach in Barbados. I've never been to Barbados. I would love to go one day, but I imagine it to be the most beautiful, tropical, relaxing place on earth. Like the sea and the beach has always been a place of inspiration and calm for me. And when I wake up and I feel a little bit of stress or anxiety first thing in the morning, I spend just an extra couple of minutes in bed. I close my eyes, full body stretch where I inhale my arms up above my head. I point my toes, so I lengthen my legs and point my toes. That's a beautiful full body stretch. And I say to myself, like a mantra, I'm in a beach in Barbados. And and just take a few deep breaths, imagining you're on a beach in Barbados. It can be more of a fantasy scape within your imagination. So, think beautiful blue water, amazing sand, the gorgeous, brightly coloured tropical birds flying overhead in a gorgeous blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. And just take a few deep breaths, just imagining the waves lapping the sand, and you're there without any worries, without anything to do. Just completely enjoy the moment. That is just the best start to the day. And then you have that little tiny bit of calm within your own heart that you can then radiate out throughout your entire day. This ritual became extremely important to me when I became a classroom teacher, and every morning I would do the beach in Barbados ritual. It just puts you into that frame of mind, which you can then take with you throughout the entire day. And number 10, Advent. This one is Hello London, Goodbye Lunch. This is Rizzo, a wonderful Rizzo the Rat moment in Muppet's Christmas Carol, where they hitch a ride with Scrooge and a ghost, and they fly out the open window and they fly across Dickensian London. Very nice. This must be that little ghost. It looks like a little girl, and floaty, the little floaty girl, ghost with the white swirling around her. That must be representative of the ghost, the morning sky, the deep blue sky. It may be another Gonzo moment, because Gonzo and Rizzo are in the scene. So yeah, that's a really interesting one. That would make a really cool variegation, because you'd get almost self-striping, depending on how long it is. You might actually get a blue stripe and a yellow stripe in a sock. So that will be really, really fun to knit up, to have it half and half. So yeah, that'll be awesome. I can't wait to knit that one. Number 11, Light the Lamp, Not the Rat. Another Rizzo moment. He does have lots of really cool moments in the Muppets Christmas Carol. Light the lamp, not the rat. Light the lamp, not the rat. So cute. This will go really well with the last one. Oh, I do like that. Yeah. Rizzo and Gonzo are lighting the old lamps in Dickensian London, the street lamps, and they go to light it with a flame, and Rizzo's tail catches on fire, and he does this little dance at the top that only Muppets can do, and then he dramatically falls down from the lamp into an icy bucket of water, and he like comes out as a little mouseicle. It's really cute, like all frozen, stuck to, you know, like his tail in, like, looks like a little bit like a lollipop where he's all frozen solid. And Gonzo then kind of shatters the ice and he comes back to life. So yeah, that's really cool. And yeah, this one I can really see they really match well. So you have the yellow and blue stripes with, this one has like an orangey tone to it as well. So yellow orange tones. So yeah, so they all go really nicely together, striped together in a sock set with contrasting heels, toes and cuffs. So yeah, so that'll be really, really cool. So I'll ball them both up at the same time and probably do 2 stripes throughout the entire sock. Oh gosh, New Year's cast on, New Year's project right there. So that's, I'm really excited about that one. And 12, Fozziwig's Old Rubber Chicken Factory. So Fozziwig is Scrooge's old boss, and the flashback that Scrooge has of when he's a young man doing accounting during the Christmas party, and also the very touching scenes of him and his fiancée that follow on after that. Oh, cool. Very sweet. It's like, I love the pink. The pink and the brown is very, very nice. Yeah, it's like a candy stripe. Beautiful candy stripe. And yeah, once again, having the half pink, half brown, I'll probably do like half a round of pink and then half a round of brown. So you get this kind of, yeah, stripy effect in your sock. So that would be really nice. Yeah. That would be tempting to put them all 3 together. I think I'll do that one. Yeah, because I love that pink too. And the blue and the pink go really well. Very nice. I'm impressed. That's really lovely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I can't wait to see you again. Bye.